So we got the standings here. I've got Dave Talbott, who just finished our last match in here. So wave to the folks in there, Dave.
Hello.
So as the match ended up, we got Pittsburgh sitting in with 6 points. They won all of their matches during the last round. Indianapolis and Columbus are tied right now with Indianapolis.
That's what I get for being a Browns fan.
Hey, that's what happens. And Morgantown is 1, and Louisville, unfortunately, after their outstanding showing last year, the Stay on Target crew did not win a match this year for in the first round. So, Dave, how you and I were just discussing off camera and off air your match and stuff. How'd you feel with it? How'd you feel about going against 10 TLTs?
Well, it was supposed to be 10. Thank God he forgot it, because I didn't want to see another one of those things on the board. But I mean, it was a really fun game. I don't know. I've never flown against anything like that before, so it was kind of, I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do. And then as I heard you have a term now for my raging too early.
Well, yeah, there's a raging.
Parker has a term.
Yeah. Parker has a term.
Yeah, of course he does.
I will let Parker go through and
I'm gonna have to listen to that later.
Explain the term.
Text him while I'm like, you jerk. You know?
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Gnarly Epic League, we go through, and particularly because we want people to have fun, we limit the number of TLTs to 4, so that people don't go through and face this type of thing. This is one of the type of things that I personally think is busted in Epic, is having that many TLTs out there in the war.
I mean, I don't know. It just, when you have the fixed arc on all of my ships, it definitely makes it a challenge to try and fly against something they can just go anywhere and shoot any direction. So
yeah,
and then, like I was telling you, I just never felt like there was an actual good point for me to just jump in there, because I was always kind of that rock at the beginning, and then they're just kind of in each other's way, and only half the swarm would have been able to get in there, and then they would have died. They would have died horribly. Yeah. So,
but no, I loved it for the fact that Gazani started off on that back corner, and he fishtailed his way around to where he had almost made it off to the other side of the board.
Yeah, he did pretty good. So. Got to keep all that energy the entire time, so we had to,
Man, I figured how many four straights did you end up going through and doing it with that Gazonic just to try to keep pace with your TIE Swarm?
Oh, 3 or 4, I think. Yeah,
right.
It was.
Hey. All right,
they weren't even moving fast.
I'm going to jump out of share here. I'm going to let Parker jump back in here. So you guys can go through and discuss your lovely match here.
Man, I got a chair right here.
Oh, there he is. He's off screen. He's
nobody
camera
wants
shy.
to look at him anyways.
Yeah, Parker is still camera shy.
It's the man, the myth, the legend.
Okay,
it's
so
LP in my pee hole.
So what is your term for raging too early?
A premature ragulation.
There you go.
Brother, it happens.
Yeah.
It happens to all of us, and there comes a point in time.
Only when I'm angry.
There comes a point in time, and you got to realize that if you're raging a little too early. Maybe you need to step it back a notch. Maybe you gotta rage out before you play the game a couple times.
Maybe in our league we should allow more than 4 TLTs so that I can know what it's like to get shot mercilessly.
I think Josh
tons
Gardner
of dice.
would be willing to go through and run 9 TLTs. You would. Yeah. He's saying that he had no shame in his game, so he would go through and do it.
Yeah, Gardnerino Cripperino over there would happily run 14 TLTs.
If anything, I was just really happy that I kept half of his ships from firing most of the game. That made me feel really happy.
The positioning was pretty damn good, man. I mean, you flew as best as you could. We were saying that Jake, he flew that about as perfectly as you can fly a TLT list. He flew perfectly. You flew almost perfectly. It was a math game that got you, I think.
Yeah.
Well, but they were saying we were only 13 points difference until he got Vader. So it was like, what, the next...
I think it was less. It was actually less than 13. It was 9 points.
The next to last turn was what won it for him. So,
it was the next to last turn because technically it was, I think it was about somewhere between a 9-point and a 12-point. Yeah. Yes, sir. How's it going?
Did you pick up that our knucklehead player left the Y-wing off the board?
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, yeah, did we?
Yeah.
I said, thank God, because I was...
No, we endlessly talked about that. We were calling it Y-Wing Gate.
Yeah.
It was real good times.
Brian, jump on
I gotta go pay.
That's fine. So,
okay.
Absolutely, yeah. Absolutely.
We'll get Mr. Ryan Fleming in on later. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
It was I tell you, it was one hell of a game to watch, and there were so many points because one of the things that we both loved Dave, about how you flew, was that right at the end when you were just you danced Vader off one way and you danced the TIE fighters off another way and you brought the Gozanti around and he started to divide his ships up. That was so amazing because
I had to do something. I needed him to break it up just so that because I was gonna lose, right? At that point, I knew I was down. I don't know how much, but I knew I was down, so I was going to lose regardless.
Yeah.
If I didn't do something, so I had to try and send Vader in, and then I didn't even think about him doing a 4 straight with a Y-wing because who does that? But
yeah,
that's something I would do. So you would think I, but I guess after 3 hours of flying ties,
you always get tired. I tell you, honestly, flying a TIE Swarm in Epic is one of those mentally punishing things you can do.
Yeah.
It is so hurtful. But you flew it so pretty.
Yeah,
you did so well, man. We were like on the video. We talk a lot about positioning and like I said, there's a lot of points where we're going, holy shit, you got to go dive now. I mean, again, we're playing we're playing like fucking armchair quarterback. We're playing backseat general, backseat driver. Insert fucking metaphor here.
Well, and it's weird too when you're trying to make those decisions on the table. And
it really is.
But
that is such a hard decision.
And all I really wanted, I wanted a fun game because I kept talking about the other day when Hassan just destroyed me in one turn, and obviously this was the opposite of that. When it's within one ship of a win either way on the next to last turn of the game, I feel pretty happy with that.
You
took
a
lot of fun, good opponent.
You took that in such a way that honestly they didn't know what the hell was going on. It was just there were so many places where that game could have been won or lost, and you made. After the initial, premature ragulation, I think you made, honestly, some of the best decisions that you could. And, like, the positioning that you had.
I was really proud that he only dropped 1 bomb.
Yeah.
And he only hit 1 tie with it.
Yeah,
so
that was so fucking amazing.
That was pretty good. When I was chasing him around the top, that's when I wanted to go after him, but I can't because I know he'll drop the bomb because I moved first. So I can't make that choice. So, I can't have Howl Runner, 2 blacks, and what was it, Mauler Mythil over there?
Right.
Because I think, didn't you kill 3 of the 4 bomb carriers before they dropped?
I think 2 of them.
Because you killed Cable.
I killed Cable first.
Yeah, that was a good kill. That was a smart kill.
Yeah.
And then we saw you killed the other one that was down to 2 hull there in the middle of the game.
I'll tell you what, though. There was a point when I was thinking about completely peeling off.
Yeah.
I think it was right, but when I went to turn left, I did the 1 hard to avoid that bomb. I was actually thinking about doing a 1 hard right.
Yeah.
And then spinning around. But I knew most of the ties would still be stressed, and it would take me 2 more turns to reposition and come back.
It would.
And I thought that he would be able to take advantage of that, and I just didn't think I would be in a good place, so I decided against it.
Yeah.
But I don't know if he saw me when I'm just staring at I'm just on the table and I'm like shaking my head because I was like, I don't know what to do.
Well, so first, this is we even said it, like this is your first OutRyder Cup. So what'd you think about playing like a massive epic game with like 16 other epic games going on around you?
It was a lot of fun. I didn't know there were any other games going on. Mine was engaging enough.
That's awesome, man.
There's
such a buzz,
Yeah, I didn't even know there were other people around.
I've had those feelings
over there.
I've had those feelings.
But the thing that weirded me out the most was his initial deployment because I've never played against that many TLTs or really a lot of TLTs in general. But he just flew away from me. He's like, oh,
which
God.
is exactly what he has to do.
Didn't know that was going to be a thing, and I'm like, oh. So that was a little weird, but I thought I did pretty good keeping up with him.
Oh, yeah.
But eventually, it was just one of those things, you can't, if I could do 1 straights, that'd be great, but I can't. I can only do 2, so I keep getting closer, and then it just comes to this point where it's like, I either have to go or I just get shot.
Yeah.
And I kept thinking, again, there were many times where I thought about peeling off, but I just didn't think that I'd be able to get my ships back in position before he could pounce on me and really tear
it's such
up.
You have to make a decision very, very early to shit or get off the pot when you're dealing with a TLT list like that.
Right.
And you have to, the only other thing that you maybe could have done was a decision that you made much earlier in the game, which was when to hardcore turn in and then when to peel back away. Like instead of raging, if you'd even slow rolled further to try and let them get farther and farther ahead of you, so that you can then veer
it's
around.
Hard to slow roll Y-wings. They go slower than me.
Right.
True, but at the same time, if they go slower than you, then you've got the opportunity. You'll gain the greater opportunity to dive. But it's all about diving from the right angle. And just like we were talking about
Wow,
before.
that's the thing. I don't think I ever really had the angle.
Yeah.
Right.
I was trying to get the angle, but the bombs. It was always the bombs.
Was there ever a point during the match where you thought, okay, I'm tired of chasing him. I'm gonna turn around and go the other way and try to make him come back towards me?
Well, yeah, a couple times, but I didn't think I'd ever be able to recover in time because either half of them were stressed from something,
Right.
Yeah.
or and I felt like I'd break up even more than they
Right.
already were, and
Yeah.
I didn't think it would work,
Right.
so I kept just kind of because I wasn't doing awful.
No,
I mean
no.
even points wise, just I'd lose a tie or two. I didn't really care.
Right.
Yeah.
Because as long as half of his ships weren't firing, I
Yeah.
felt
Well,
pretty
and
good
if you
about
coulda-
being able to
If you
come
had a
back in.
couple more better green dice results and a couple key points, it would have been.
Right. I felt like there was like 2 or 3 rolls in a row where I blanked out pretty
Yeah,
bad.
yeah, and it was.
Yeah, it was
We
just
saw
kinda-
that in there. They just betrayed you at inside the damn green dice. They always do.
I always
So
do.
that's how it works, man.
So,
Well-
and honestly, there were a couple times where I wished that I had missed,
Yeah.
so I could get my operations
Get more,
specialist stuff.
get more
'cause I was
focus
like,
tokens.
oh, I'm damaging this Y-wing, but I'm not going to kill it, so
Right.
I'd rather have the focus token this turn and keep that one dude alive.
Right.
Yeah.
But it was a fun game.
Yeah, it was it was a great game to watch.
And I think I'd approach it differently if I saw that on the table again.
Yeah.
But having never flown against it, I guess.
and likely never to fly it again because it's
Right.
not on Central Ohio's meta.
No.
Right.
So.
I mean,
So.
not that there is an epic meta, but
No,
you know what I
there
mean.
is not an epic meta
And
at
people
all.
don't play Thug Life.
Right.
So
All right, I'm gonna have to go, wrap this up here. They're doing the next round pairings here. We will be back shortly for the second round of OutRyder Cup 6.
woohoo!
I can't talk. That's why. This is why I go through and do the technical stuff. Captain
I'm not
Chaos.
joining in.
Shabba wow.
Not happening.
Captain
Chaos.
Chaos, sign off.
See ya.